Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Portland Clásico in between Deportivo Rose City and St. John's FC for the United Premier Soccer League Fall Season Premier Division Oregon Conference. Here we have the teams, Deportivo Rose City on the left side of your screen and St. John's on the right side. Both teams looking good, both teams trying to snatch the 3 points and go up in the Oregon Conference. Here we have the usual greeting in between the players and the officials. Both Deportivo Rose City and St. John's FC have played only 2 games so far in the full season, and both teams have won their first game and lost the last one. With 3 points, they are behind Beaverton, Cascadia United, and Rip City. Today, with a victory, they'll reach those 3 teams, but above everyone is Beaverton, who only played 2 games and are undefeated. Here we have Rose City getting ready for the start of the match. St. John's goes towards their substitute bench to listen to a last pep talk led by the coach Cesar Fragoso, and the match is just about to start. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the YouTube channel of the United Premier Soccer League. Thank you for being there, supporting your team in this very important matchup in between 2 champions of the Oregon Conference. Deportivo Rose City and St. John's FC are no little teams. They are the big ones. Deportivo Rose City, the last champion of the Oregon Conference, who reached the national quarterfinals only to lose against LA-10. They are the only team from the Pacific Northwest to ever reach the national quarterfinals of the United Premier Soccer League. But on the other hand, we have St. John's FC, the champions of the Oregon Conference back in spring of 2024. In spring and fall of 2023, in fall 2023, St. John's reached the national round of 16. So they are also a pretty important team. It's a really good season that the United Premier Soccer League has in this fall. Only 7 teams in the conference, but nevertheless, here we have the teams, here we have the standings so far. Like we said, Beaverton, Cascadia, and Rip City have 6 points. Then we have Deportivo Rose City, St. John's, and Salem Panthers with 3. And on the bottom of the table, Valle Verde FC, the team that is making their debut season. Out of these 7 teams, only the top 4 will go to the conference semi-final. Of course, the winners of the regular seasons against the 4th best team, and then the second against the 3rd. The winner of those matches go to the conference final, and after that, whoever wins it, they'll go to the nationals of the United Premier Soccer League. It seems like Deportivo Rose City will be on the right side of your screen, while St. John's FC will be on the left side. The Portland Clásico has had 3 games in this year. The last one, the conference final of the spring season, in which Rose City defeated St. John's 1-0 thanks to a penalty kick scored by Malue. In the regular season, Deportivo Rose City defeated St. John's 3-0, and then they tied 2-2. Here we have the team comparison. Like we said, so far only 2 games. Both teams scoring a lot of goals so far. 8 for Rose City, 6 for St. John's. Although Rose City has conceded 3 goals in each game. Meanwhile, St. John's conceded 1 against Valle Verde and 2 against Rip City in their last matchup. Everything's about to start. Everything is about to begin here at Eastside Timbers Complex. We didn't have any time to actually go through the lineups of both teams, but the match is about to start, and so we'll get to it as soon as we can. So, with everything said and done, let's begin the matchup. Let's begin this game. That's Nicolas Perdomo playing back. St. John's and Deportivo Rose City playing the Portland Clásico of the United Premier Soccer League, trying to reach the leaders of the Oregon Conference. And there goes St. John's with a long pass towards the right side. Over there, number 3, Jesse Martin, trying to recover the ball. That's number 4, Brian Sanchez for St. John's, going towards the center. Troy Patino attempting to stop this attack. Still, St. John's going back. That's number 18 with the ball, Jose Rojas. Good recovery, that seemed like a foul, and yeah, the ref blew the whistle. And it's going to be a free kick for Deportivo Rose City at the very start of the match. Already 41 people following the game live on the YouTube channel of the United Premier Soccer League. Thank you. And if you can, please drop a like. It really helps out. With 41 people, I expect at least 10. That's Jesse Martin going back towards the center. Eric Pedrosa, el Toro. Long pass searching for Andrew Martinez. Good work by the defense of St. John. That's number 4, Brian Sanchez, going towards the center. And now a long ball towards the striker, towards Perdomo. Searching for Rubén López Camacho. And that's Eric Pedrosa sending the ball out. It's a solid start from St. John so far, earning a corner kick, the first corner kick of the match. And so here comes the ball for St. John's, trying to get a good header here. There goes Eric Hernandez with the cross, headed out by Deportivo Rose City, and it could be a counterattack. No, it's not. St. John catches the rebound, they try to shoot, the shot got blocked. St. John's again. The ref blows the whistle and awards a free kick for St. John's after a foul committed by Alejandro Quintero, el Samurai. An interesting free kick for St. John's. Let's see what they're able to create here. A really good position to make a shot. First 2 minutes of the game, Rose City and St. John's tying 0-0. The goalkeeper from Rose City, Raúl Fernández, Superman, preparing the barrier. 3 players up front, 1 behind. There goes the shot, and it's in, ladies and gentlemen. No. It almost went in. The angle there tricked me, but St. John's almost scored the first goal of the match with an amazing execution. A little bit to the center, and St. John's would have taken the lead. But with a good pressure, they recover the ball. And here they come again. Good 1-2 going towards the left side now. Reaching number 7, Aaron Espinosa. That's a foul, an offensive foul committed by St. John's. And now Deportivo Rose City recover the possession of the ball. It's time for Rose City to start creating opportunities. So far, St. John's has been dominating the game. Going over the lineup of Deportivo Rose City for today's game, while we watch that amazing execution. At first glance, I was sure it was a goal. Raúl Fernández, the goalkeeper, Kate Fitchek, Alejandro Pérez, Eric Pedrosa, Jesse Martin, Alejandro Quintero, Alejandro Segovia, Levan Chivitze, Jesus Chuy Patiño, Vidal Venegas, and Andrew Martinez. That's the starting lineup of Deportivo Rose City for today's game. Meanwhile, St. John's has Eric Pérez as the goalkeeper, José Rojas, Edilson Sánchez, Brian Sánchez, Alex Sánchez, Ricardo Andrade, Rubén López Camacho, Samuel Najera, Aaron Espinosa, Eric Hernández, and Nicolás Perdomo. Rose City fighting for the ball over the right side. The ref says there's no foul here. It's a good recovery. And here comes Rose City with Jesse Martin opening the ball towards Chuy Patiño. Jesus runs after the ball, but he's not going to make it. Throw in for St. John's. Chuy Patiño, one of the most experienced players of Rose City, having played for Verdes FC in Belize, having played in the CONCACAF Champions League, and having played as well in Tecos, one of the lower leagues of the Mexican pyramid. Another throw-in for Rose City. Once again, Jesse Martin playing back. Already 60 people. Thanks to every single one of you who's following the game live on the YouTube channel of the United Premier Soccer League. Thanks for following the Portland Clásico. Rose City tries to go forward. It's not easy for them. St. John's with the recovery near the midfield. Good pressure by Eric Pedrosa. Rose City recovers the ball and they go back. That's Kate Fitchek. Back to the goalkeeper from Peru, Raúl Superman Fernández. Pedrosa. Eric El Toro has a lot of space. He goes towards the right side with Alejandro Pérez. Pérez with a long ball, searching for Vidal Venegas. Good header by Sanchez. Brian Sanchez. The ball is going to go out. And Rose City has a throw-in in an offensive position. Leaving it for Kate Fitchek. Kate goes forward, searching for Venegas. The header by Brian Sanchez once again. The ball goes out, and another throw-in for Deportivo Rose City it is. Reach in the box, the recovery by Rubén López Camacho. St. John's with the clearance. The header towards Pedrosa, El Toro. Going towards Quintero. El Samurai is not able to reach for the ball just in time. And now Deportivo Rose City commits a foul. And it's going to be the first yellow card. No, it's just going to be a warning. No, yeah, it is a yellow card for the player from Rose City who committed the foul. It's a free kick for St. John right there in the midfield. The replay of the foul. I do have to say nothing to argue with the ref. And now St. John's ready to play the free kick. It went straight for the box, but it didn't pay off for St. John's. A goal kick for Raúl Fernández. One of the new faces Deportivo Rose City has for this season. What a great player that Raúl Fernández is. Raúl Fernández, for those who don't know, goalkeeper coming from Peru, that has played in Universitario, Niza in France, and FC Dallas here at the States. Not only that, but Raúl was actually the first player from Peru who made it to an MLS All-Star game back in 2013. He has played for the national team of Peru. He played in the Copa America 2011, where Peru finished third, which is a really huge achievement for Peru. Finishing on top of Argentina and Brazil. Over here, El Toro, Eric Pedrosa. Long pass from Eric searching for the striker, Andrew Martinez. Their recovery by Rose City. Chuy Patiño leaving the ball with number 12 going forward now. Good opportunity for Chuy making the cross. Cleared out on the far post. Attempting to score was Kate Ficek. And now Kate commits a foul, and it's a free kick for St. John's. This is a free kick for St. John's on their own side of the field. There goes the free kick, reaching the midfield. El Samurai Quintero, reaching Andrew Martinez. Andrew turns around, he goes down. There's no foul, says the ref. Andrew argues with the ref, but what the ref says stays. Good pressure, no foul. Quintero towards the right side. Good pass, finding Vidal Venegas. Quintero once again. Martinez. Andrew was in a tough spot. The clean recovery by St. John's, and after that the clearance. Here comes El Toro, Pedrosa. Pedrosa against number 13, against Rubén López Camacho. Rubén was the last one who touched the ball. No, apparently it was Pedrosa. And there goes the throw-in. Quickly put into the box, and that's a corner kick. 9 minutes of the first half, and St. John's FC have a new corner kick. The last time St. John's FC defeated Deportivo Rose City was in the fall season of 2024. In the semifinals, St. John's FC defeated Deportivo Rose City 2-0. After that, they reached the final, in which they lost against Beaverton. Let's see. They played in short this time. There goes the shot! Amazing! Ladies and gentlemen, Rubén López Camacho scoring for St. John's FC. And now the team coached by César Fragoso takes the lead in the Portland Clásico. St. John's FC 1, Deportivo Rose City 0. Rubén López Camacho. This is the second goal of the season for Rubén, who had previously scored against Valle Verde. There's no deflection. It's a clean shot from Rubén. And now St. John's is winning the match. The players from Rose City arguing with the ref about the execution, about the order. But the referee doesn't budge. St. John's is winning the match. St. John's is winning the Portland Clásico. Now Rose City is forced to make a comeback. The ref blows the whistle, and so the game continues. Quintero. Cade Ficek. Cade goes towards Alejandro Perez. It's not an easy start for Rose City. The ball towards the left side, searching for Chupatinho. The header by Sanchez. The ball goes out. Jesse Martin ready to play for Rose City. There goes the ball towards Chuy. Patiño. Patiño with Levan. Back to Chuy. Martin. Jesse with good dribbling skills towards Chuy. The recovery by St. John. And that's Ruben Lopez going back. Brian Sanchez towards the goalkeeper Eric Perez. Good pressure here by Rose City. The clearance by St. John's. Good control over there. Now the recovery in the midfield. That's a foul. And now a free kick for Deportivo Rose City. Yeah, nothing to argue here. A push from behind, and Levan trying to reach Andrew Martinez. The recovery by St. John's. The ball towards the right side. Good pressure by Rose City. Martin with the recovery. Levan with Chuy. Patiño. Martinez. Levan towards Andrew. The ball is lost in the box. And that's Patiño. Chuy. Martin. The cross towards the far post. Headed out, but not completely. And the recovery by Levan. Jesse Martin. Jesse goes back. Eric El Toro Pedrosa reaching for Alejandro Perez. It's a great start of the Portland Clásico, and we can expect more from them. Cade Ficek. The right back has to play with somebody. Quintero. Once again, Cade. Ficek towards the center. Levan. Levan with the pass towards Andrew, and that's Edinson Sanchez with the clearance. Cade runs after the ball, but yeah, it goes out. Alejandro Segovia will be in charge of the throwing. Let's see. Alejandro plays back. Alejandro Perez towards El Toro, towards Pedrosa. All of the field players from Rose City are attacking. Pedrosa tried to play with the striker, with Andrew, but he couldn't reach it. The goal kick has already been played. Perez with Sanchez. Going forward, and the pass didn't work out. Rose City recovers the ball. Levan Civitz leaving the ball with Martin. Jesse is ready to play. There goes Jesse trying to reach Chuy Patiño. The header and the clearance after that. Quintero, Levan, Civitz lost the ball. The recovery, that's Perdomo. The recovery now by Cade. And we go back towards the center backs. Perez with Cade. Segovia is open for a pass, but instead Cade tries to play open with Vidal Venegas. It's a good ball. Vidal Venegas with the cross. The pressure by Segovia. But still. There goes Edinson Sanchez with the ball. Edinson keeps going forward. Now he plays with Eric Hernandez. Great work by Eric. Now El Toro Pedrosa has to stop Eric. Hernandez towards the center. Back towards Eric. Hernandez with the shot off the back of his teammate. Hernandez once again. Play back with the left back, Jose Rojas. There goes the cross. It didn't work out. And now, there goes the clearance, although it's not completed by Rose City. Quintero with the header. The pass from Rojas towards the left side. Good work here by Rose City, and that's a foul. And it could be a yellow card, and yep, the ref shows the yellow card. There it is. Cesar Fragoso argues with the ref, but Eric Hernandez receives the first yellow card in St. John's. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry that we don't have the YouTube chat on. It is a pity that we can't see your comments, that you can actually support your team. But since you're there, thank you for supporting your team. Thank you for cheering on your friends and family. Over the left side, El Toro Eric Pedrosa. That's number 2, Alejandro Perez. Back towards the right side with El Samurai Alejandro Quintero. Quintero tries to make a cross towards Andrew Martinez. Chuy Patiño is lurking just behind the defender, and that's the clearance by St. John's. The ball comes and goes. Good pressure. That's a foul from number 7, Alejandro Segovia. And it's a free kick for St. John's. In the first 15 minutes of the match, St. John's FC is winning 1-0 thanks to the goal scored by Ruben López Camacho, ladies and gentlemen. This was a great free kick that almost went in, and this is the goal. Ruben was wide open, and with an amazing execution, López Camacho defeated Raúl Fernández, defeated Superman. Free kick was played in short. Rose City with the pressure, and it's gonna be another ball for St. John's. Free kick in an interesting position to make a cross, searching for a header. Cesar Fragoso, the head coach of St. John, preparing his team, preparing his players, and there goes. They played in short, but it didn't work out. Hernandez couldn't control it, and so the ball went out. It's a goal kick for Raúl Fernández and for Deportivo Rose City. El Toro Pedrosa with Martin. Back to Eric. 16 minutes. El Toro Pedrosa. Alejandro Pérez. A lot of fans came here. Came and gathered here at East Side Timbers Complex. A recovery by Rose City by Quintero. That's a foul against the Samurai. And it should be a yellow card, or at least a heavy warning. It was a really late tackle. And the players from Rose City are arguing with the ref about the yellow card, but no, he's not going to show it. Here's the replay. Right there. Raúl Fernández will be in charge of the free kick for Deportivo Rose City. No, he decides to leave the ball with Alejandro Pérez instead. Jesse Martin gets ready to receive the pass over the left side. Meanwhile, Eric Pedrosa is wide open in case Alejandro wants to play in short. And he decides to do so. El Toro, Jesse Martin. Jesse plays in short. The ball from Vidal Venegas. The ref calls a foul, and it's another free kick for Rose City. There goes Levan towards the right side. Searching for Kate. That's a great pass. They're going to make a cross towards Andrew. There goes the dribbling skills, the cross, the header by Rubén López Camacho. They catch the rebound. Be careful over the left side. Jesse Martin is wide open. He controls the ball. He enters the box. He makes the cross. They are asking for a handball, but no. The ref doesn't call it. Now St. John's with the clearance, searching for Ruben, for Eric, for anybody. But they only find El Toro. They only find Eric Pedrosa. Alejandro Pérez. El Samurai Quintero. Alejandro going forward. That's a great pass towards Segovia. Segovia goes down, and that's a foul. Another free kick for Deportivo Rose City. Since Deportivo received the goal, they've improved quite a lot. St. John's started better, but now it's an even fight. 69 people, nice number. 69 people following the game live on the YouTube channel of the United Premier Soccer League. Thank you for being there, supporting your team. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. Now, here comes Tripatino with the free kick. Nobody's able to score there. The cross, and it's headed out, but it doesn't count. The play is disallowed. There was an offside from Deportivo Rose City. And St. John's is going to have a free kick on their own box with Eric Perez in charge of it. Played in short. Good pressure here by Rose City. Nevertheless, good passes by St. John's. The ref stops the game. It's a foul by Jesse Martin. The ref once again warns the player from Rose City, but does not show a yellow card. Number 4, Ryan Sanchez recovers and will continue, although he will not be in charge of the free kick. The Portland Clásico right now is being won by St. John's. There goes Jose Rojas with a long pass, searching for a header. Quintero, Sanchez. The pass from Brian, going back to Ruben López Camacho. Ruben Sharing the ball with Edinson Sanchez. Long pass from Edinson. Good control with the chest. There's no foul here. The ball over the right side. Reaching number 4. Reaching Brian Sanchez. Sanchez towards the center. Good build up. Sanchez with the cross. And the goalkeeper, Superman, Raúl Fernández. Raúl plays quickly. He knows it's really important to reach the equalizer as soon as possible. Cade Fitchek. Cade goes forward, trying to reach Segovia. It's going to be a throw-in for Deportivo Rose City. It's going to be a throw-in that Rose City has already played. Another one. Another opportunity for Deportivo. Played in short. 21 minutes. El Toro Pedrosa trying to reach Patiño. Venegas. Once again, Vidal Venegas. Good recovery here by St. John's. The pressure by Rose City yet again. Attempting to recover the ball as soon as possible. Jesse Martin with the header. Back to Jesse. The recovery by St. John's. This could be a counter-attack. Number 14, Ricardo Andrade, taking his time. Good pressure and their recovery. They're asking for a handball, and the ref says nothing happened. And so now, the pressure by Rose City, trying to recover the ball. The clearance by St. John's. Segovia. Segovia plays in short. Patiño tries to turn around. Back to Segovia. Alejandro with the shot, and the goalkeeper, Eric Perez, has just saved St. John's from conceding the equalizer. This is what Deportivo Rose City does best. Good pressure. They are making St. John's uncomfortable at their own side, near their goal. And Alejandro Segovia almost scored the equalizer. Perez. Jesse Martin going forward. That's Levan, number 12. Levan towards the right side. Good ball. Let's see what's going to happen now. Rose City has a lot of space. They try to reach Andrew Martinez. Segovia goes after the ball. The header from Alejandro. Back to Quintero. Quintero with Jesse Martin. Jesse Martin goes forward. And now he goes back. Segovia. Alejandro, who scored in the 2 games Rose City had this season. Martin with the cross towards Martinez. Great attempt. Great opportunity by Rose City. But neither of the players from Deportivo could connect the header. It's going to be a goal kick for Eric Perez. The minutes go by, and Deportivo Rose City is improving. Good pressure from behind by Levan. Nevertheless, there goes Ricardo Andrade with the pass. Ricardo reaching Eric Hernandez, and El Toro Pedrosa with the recovery. Eric Pedrosa towards the midfield. That's a foul from behind. The ref doesn't call it. Alejandro Perez. Alejandro towards Cade Fitchek. Helping out. Going back towards El Toro. Pedrosa. We're halfway done with the match, at least with the first half. Quintero with the pass going forward. Great pass from Andrew. And there goes Venegas. He tried to play with Levan. Levan appreciates the effort, but he couldn't reach it. Throwing in a defensive position for St. John. Good pressure again by Rose City. It's Samuel Quintero. Levan. Chivitze. Levan towards the left side. The pass from Jesse Martin towards Segovia. Segovia has to turn around. Segovia goes down. The ref says this is gonna be nothing. We continue. Segovia keeps going. He enters the box. Segovia with the cross. Nobody connects the header. Cade Fitchek with another cross, but this time it goes out. Now the players from St. John are arguing with the ref about why he didn't call it a foul, why he didn't stop the game. Clever move there. They are asking for a handball from Segovia, but the ref allowed the game to continue. I think there was a handball by Segovia, but that's street play from Alejandro. Alejandro Perez playing the throw-in. Eric Pedrosa. 25 minutes of the first half. The only goal of the match has been scored by Rubén López Camacho. Venegas. Great ball towards Vidal. Venegas once again. He tries to enter the box. I believe it went out, yeah. Nevertheless, Good opportunity, good attempt. Good defensive play by number 4, Brian Sanchez, trying to cover the space in which Vidal had to go, forcing him to go out. Another great pressure, another great recovery, and here comes Segovia towards Andrew Martinez. They can clear it out, and that's not a penalty. Segovia! And what's going to happen here? St. John's is able to clear it out. And this could be a counterattack, led by none other than Perdomo. Clean tackle by Perez. Nevertheless, St. John's continues. Over the right side, number 4, Brian Sanchez. Good recovery once again by Rose City. They're not able to go forward. And now, once again, number 4, Sanchez over the left. Back towards number 2, Edinson Sanchez. Over the left, Alex Sanchez. Edinson with good dribbles, he keeps going. Samurai Quintero is not able to stop Edinson, and that's a foul from behind, committed by number 2, Alejandro Perez. Free kick for St. John's, 27 minutes. What a couple of intense minutes we just had. Let's see if St. John's FC has a set piece prepared for this free kick. Let's see if there's something, if there's a trick up their sleeve. They try to cross it towards the far post. Nobody touches the ball at first. It goes out, and the ref awards a goal kick for Raúl Fernández. Played in short, El Toro Pedrosa. A lot of people at Eastside Timbers Complex at Gresham, Oregon. A lot of people live on the YouTube channel of the United Premier Soccer League. 78 right now. The ref now giving a lecture to the players from Rose City and St. John's. We continue. We keep going. Go over the left. Vidal Venegas, number 24. Vidal goes towards the center. Reaching Andrew Martinez. Andrew lost the ball. And it's going to be another counter attack. Eric Hernandez. Eric play back to Perdomo. The recovery from Jesse Martin. Back to El Toro. Back to Pedrosa. Pedrosa with Perez. The ball towards Andrew Martinez. And that's number 4, Brian Sanchez clearing it out. Jesse Martin leaving the ball with Segovia. Segovia towards number 12. That's Levan Chivitze. There goes the shot and the goalkeeper. Once again, Eric Perez making a great save. This time Vidal Venegas surprised everyone with the shot. This will be the first corner kick of the match for Deportivo Rose City. And they played in short. It's going to go out. It's going to be another corner kick. This time a throw-in. St. John's clears it out. And be careful here. Jesse Martin, good work by Chuy Patiño, protecting the ball and playing a quick throw-in with Alejandro Perez. Back to Raúl Fernández. Raúl plays in short. St. John's doesn't apply the same type of pressure Rose City does. Quintero. The pass from Quintero got intercepted. That's a foul from behind. The ref says it isn't. St. John's keeps going. Sanchez plays back. Rojas clears it out. The header by Perez towards Kate Ficek, number 14. Kate takes a moment. And he plays back. Over the left, number 2, Alejandro Perez. Alejandro reaching for Chuy Patiño. Jesus. Chuy Patiño lost it. And now it's out. It's a throw-in for St. John's FC. St. John's winning for the second time in the season after defeating Valle Verde 6-1. And with these 3 points, they go up, reaching Beaverton, Cascadia United, and Rip City. But here comes Andrew Martinez with the shot. It got blocked. Chuy Patiño waits for the pressure. And now the assistant referee raises the flag because there was an offside position. Not from Andrew, but from Chuy. That's why Jesus was waiting, hoping that the ball go out and that Rose City would have a corner kick, which in the end didn't happen. St. John's towards the left side. The pressure by Vidal Venegas. Segovia is also there. Cade Fichik tries to run towards the ball. He passes it towards the center. Good pressure from behind. There's no foul. Over the center, reaching for Andrew Martinez. Andrew, the goalkeeper. Amazing save by Eric Perez. So far, the MVP. 3 saves from Eric. And that's a foul. A free kick for Deportivo Rose City. The way that the team coach by Jaime Ramos and Daniel Miranda improved after receiving the first goal is impressive. Here's the replay of that last play. Levan towards Andrew. And Martinez with a good finishing touch. Eric Perez stopping it. And now, a free kick that most likely is going to be a cross, searching for a header. A great match. The Portland Clásico never lets anyone down. They cross towards the center, and Eric Perez once again. This time with a little bit of luck. But Eric found the ball. And St. John's is still winning. There goes the ball by Eric. Searching for Hernandez, Espinosa, or Perdomo. Or anyone, really. Now they're asked for... Well, it's a free kick now for St. John's. Was it a foul? In my opinion, no, it wasn't a foul. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, St. John's had an amazing free kick earlier in the game that almost went in. They're a bit further away than before, but nevertheless, they've proven to have a great player who takes care of it. Hernandez or Camacho? Who is it going to be? Ruben takes some distance. The ref blows the whistle. Only 4 players on the barrier. There goes Hernandez with the shot off the barrier. Be careful over the left side. There goes St. John's with another opportunity. And there goes the shot by Perdomo. Saved by Superman Raúl Fernández. Raúl once again. This time he didn't like how things looked. That's why he plays in short with Perez. Levan is asking for a pass over the left side. Jesse Martin. Now he plays with Levan. Chivitze. Levan keeps going. He tries to reach for Andrew. Martinez with the ball. Andrew turns around. He goes back. Receiving the ball. That's number 25, El Samurai Quintero. Quintero reaches for Cade Fichik. Cade with the ball. Fichik with the cross. And the goalkeeper Perez. Chuy Patiño is not able to score. And now St. John's has to clear it out. The ball towards the midfield. El Toro Pedrosa. Amazing match so far. Pedrosa towards Cade. Alejandro Segovia is close by, but Fichik tries to make a cross towards Martinez. Over the far post, Jesse Martin. Jesse has Chuy Patiño. Jesus towards the center. Levan. Chivitze lost the ball fair and square, but good pressure by Levan. Chivitze goes down, and that's a free kick for Deportivo. Deportivo Rose City with an amazing opportunity. 34 minutes, almost 35. 10 minutes left before halftime. It's a great match. It's a great Clásico. Let's see if Deportivo Rose City is able to reach the equalizer with this very opportunity. So who's going to take care of it? Who's going to be in charge? I believe it's going to be Chuy. No, Chuy leaves the ball for Levan Chivitze. Levan has scored in the 2 games Deportivo Rose City had this season, against Talent Panthers and against Cascadia United. If he's able to score today, it's going to be 3 games in a row. But also, Chuy is right there. And usually it's going to be number 10. Look at how many players from St. John's are on the barrier. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5 of them. Yeah, 4 and 1 down on the ground. The ref blows the whistle. Levan with the shot. This time it went over the bar. Goal kick for Eric Perez. Yeah, after the goal, Deportivo Rose City has dominated the match, but they haven't been able to score. It's down to a matter of accuracy. St. John's is winning thanks to Ruben López Camacho. Eric Perez plays in short. There he goes, Jose Rojas. Rojas towards the center. The pressure by Rose City is relentless, but with good passes, St. John's advances. The ball goes out. Throwing for St. John's. Eric Hernandez is ready to play. No, he leaves the ball for a teammate. Number 4, Brian Sanchez. El Samurai Quintero. That's Jose Rojas. Long pass from Jose. And that's number 3, Jesse Martin, sending the ball towards the opposite side. Alex Sanchez. Alex Sanchez keeps the ball, plays in short. Like I said, St. John's has a good circulation of the ball. Jesse Martin has to protect it from Najera. It goes out, and it's another goal kick for Raúl Fernández. Raúl Fernández, I said it earlier, he was the first player from Peru who played in an MLS All-Star game back in 2013. He played alongside Thierry Henry, one of the winners from the World Cup of 1998. The long pass doesn't work out for Deportivo Rose City. Nevertheless, the pressure by Andrew Martinez, forcing the goalkeeper Eric Perez to not waste any time. And that's Jose Rojas making a long pass, searching for Eric Hernandez. El Toro Pedrosa is not able to recover the ball. There goes Eric Hernandez with the shot, and Superman Fernandez has just saved Deportivo Rose City. It's been a while since St. John's had a clear shot on target. Here's the replay. The game continues. Long pass from St. John's. Good control here. And an even better recovery by Rose City. The attack continues. The ball goes out. The assistant referee, no, the main ref says it's a throw-in for St. John's. We have 7 more minutes before halftime. The game continues. No. The ref stops it. The ref stopped it before Najera could take advantage of that. And it's going to be a yellow card. Or just a warning again. Another warning. Here's the replay of the foul. From Pedrosa. Eric committed the foul. And now St. John's FC have another free kick. In charge of the free kick, Eric Hernandez. Just like before. There goes Hernandez with the free kick towards the far post. Superman Fernandez with a good catch. The players from St. John's were asking for a corner kick, but no. A recovery by St. John's. The ref stops the game yet again. And he's going to show a yellow card. I always have this down to this ref. It's a free kick for St. John's FC. Almost 40 minutes. Almost down to the last 5 of the first half. Oh yeah, it is a yellow card. After committing the foul. And so number 2 is Alejandro Perez, the player who received the yellow card. No, it couldn't be Alejandro. Eric Pedrosa. Another free kick, another opportunity for St. John's. A lot of distance in between the ball and the goal, but nevertheless, it could be a good opportunity. It could be a decent attempt. 3 players of Deportivo Rose City on the barrier, and there it goes. It's a shot, and that's Superman Fernandez catching the ball without giving a rebound, and now trying to reach Andrew Martinez or any player from Rose City. St. John's clears it out. He's still in the field. The recovery here by Jesse Martin. Jesse tries to play along the line. Jesse keeps the ball. Now he leaves it with number 12. Levan Segovia goes forward. Good circulation of the ball. Levan towards the center. That's Vidal Venegas. Vidal Venegas forgot the ball. He plays it back to El Samurai Quintero. Cade Fitchek. Cade with the cross, searching for Andrew Martinez with the header. Goes out, and it's going to be a goal kick for Eric Perez once more. Good attempt, decent opportunity. And Rose City doing the same afterwards. Jose Rojas takes care of the goal kick for St. John's. The header by Jesse Martin. That's Levan. Leaving it short for Vidal Venegas. Vidal with El Samurai Quintero. Long pass trying to reach Andrew Martinez. This time the goalkeeper Eric Perez comes out, grabs the ball, stops the attack. He quickly plays over the left. The pressure by Alejandro Segovia. Vidal Venegas joins as well. Vidal Venegas is not able to recover the ball. Long pass from St. John's. The goalkeeper, Superman Raúl Fernandez, with the catch. And a short pass over the right. Last couple of minutes. Perez. Cade. Back to Perez. Towards Eric Pedrosa. Eric with Jesse Martin. Jesse towards the right side. Back to Alejandro Perez. St. John's are protecting themselves. Perez keeps going forward. Now he tries to reach with Andrew Martinez. Good intervention by Alex Sanchez. Another long pass. And Superman Fernandez. Great work by Raúl. Long ball searching for Andrew. Once again, that's number 5, Edison Sanchez, with number 17, Alex. It's out. It's a throw-in for Rose City. The ball towards the center. El Samurai Quintero. Tripatiño trying to leave the ball with Levan. Chivitze. Chivitze lost it, and here comes St. John's. No, Levan stops it just in time. Last minute, throw in for St. John's on the right side. Brian Sanchez. Brian plays back. Rojas. Perez with the header. Perdomo for St. John's. Now, the pass from Pedrosa back to Raúl Fernandez. Raúl clears it out. It's going to go out. Cade Fitchek keeps it in. The header by Segovia, attempting to reach Vidal Venegas. St. John's keeps the ball. There's no foul here. Hernandez. Hernandez with a quick pass towards number 20, Najera. And once again, Superman Fernandez. Quick ball. Last 10 seconds of regular time. Jesse Martin. Chuy Patiño. Chuy with Jesse. Perez. Alejandro. We reach the end of the regular time. But there's still time for one more play. Rose City attempting to reach the equalizer before the halftime. Pedrosa. Eric. Eric takes a moment. He plays over the right side. That's Alejandro Perez. Perez in short with Quintero. El Samurai reaching Venegas. Cade back to Vidal. Venegas with the cross towards the center. It's a great opportunity, but St. John's clears it out. Over the left now. Good control by Jesse. Martin enters the box. He tries to make a cross. Good blockage by Jose Rojas. It's going to be a corner kick for Deportivo Rose City. Great intensity from both teams. St. John's started the game better. Thanks to that, they were able to break the tie. And now Rose City is searching for the equalizer. This is the last play. There goes the cross towards the far post. The header from Quintero. The ref says there was an offensive foul by El Samurai. And so the game will end on a free kick for St. John's, the first half at least. The player from St. John's is down on the ground. The ref is asking for the entrance of the medical staff. Of course, what's most important here is the well-being of the player. Ladies and gentlemen, nevertheless, the ref blew the whistle and has ended the first half. St. John's FC is winning the Portland Clásico 1-0 against Deportivo Rose City, all thanks to that amazing goal scored by Ruben Lopez Camacho. We're going to go over a little break and we'll be right back with the halftime highlights and of course with the second half. Who's going to win the Portland Clásico? Is St. John's FC going to keep the 3 points or is Deportivo Rose City about to make a comeback? Well, you'll have to stick around until the end. But before that, thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being on the other side of this broadcast, following your team on the YouTube channel of the United Premier Soccer League. It is thanks to you that this broadcast is possible, so thank you for being on the other side. If you're enjoying the match or the broadcast, you can drop a like. It really helps out, really. Right now we have 8 likes with 75 people. Thanks to every single one of you. And please do know that this broadcast is made possible thanks to the production of Better Media. Tonight we have the direction of Bruno Giorgi and the assistance of Jorge Gentile. Thanks to them and thanks to you, this is possible. So now we go over to a little break. Here at Eastside Timbers Complex, St. John's FC is winning 1-0 against Deportivo Rose City. We'll be right back. They could shoot, and it's in!
That motor goes through, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
Here's on the right side. The shot and the goal! Martin, Nico Colasci with the recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
That motor goes through, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
Here's on the right side, the shot and the goal! Martin, Nico Colasci with the recovery, once again cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
That motor goes through, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
Here's on the right side, the shot and the goal! recovery. Once again, the cross. They could shoot, and it's in!
That motor goes round, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Brad.
Pass over the right side. The shot and the goal. Martin, in combination with the recovery. Once again, the cross. They could shoot, and it's in!
That motor goes round, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Brad.
Pass over the right side. The shot and the goal. Martin, in combination with the recovery. Once again, the cross. They could shoot, and it's in!
That motor goes round, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Brad.
Pass over the right side. The shot and the goal. Martin, in combination with the recovery. Once again, the cross. They could shoot, and it's in! welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're still here at Eastside Timbers Complex because the second half of the Portland Clásico is about to begin. St. John's FC is winning the match 1-0 against Deportivo Rose City, all thanks to a great goal scored by Rubén López Camacho. The teams are slowly but surely making their way back into the field. This time, Deportivo Rose City will be on the left and St. John's on the right side. Meanwhile, here we have the halftime highlights. The best of the best, the goal of the match. The corner kick, the set piece played to Rubén and López Camacho with a great execution. Nothing to be done by Superman Raúl Fernández. And with that lonely goal, St. John's FC has the lead. It was a good first half. St. John's FC started better, that's why in the end they scored the only goal of the match. But since then, Deportivo Rose City improved a lot. Here we have the starting lineup that coaches Jaime Ramos and Daniel Miranda decided to put in the first half. We had Raúl Fernández on goal, Kate Fitchek, Alejandro Pérez, Eric Pedrosa, and Jesse Martin on defense, Alejandro Quintero, Alejandro Segovia, Levan Civitze, Jesus Patiño, and Vidal Venegas on midfield, and Andrew Martinez as the lonely striker of the bunch. That's how Deportivo Rose City started the game. Meanwhile, St. John's FC, coached by Cesar Fragoso, started off with Eric Perez on goal, José Rojas, Edinson Sánchez, Ryan Sánchez, and Alex Sánchez on defense, Ricardo Andrada, Rubén López Camacho, Samuel Najera, and Aaron Espinosa on midfield, Eric Hernández and Nicolás Perdomo as the strikers. Those were the starting lineups. Let's see if the coaches decide to put substitutes on the second half. Sooner or later, they will make their appearances, and actually, it's a good moment to go and see which players are on the bench. We have Oscar Torres, we have Timur Civitze, John Rodas, Anthony Fruit, Juan Elicati, Kevin Escobar, Jake Young, and Rogelio Uribe on Deportivo Rose City. Meanwhile, on St. John's FC, we have Jason Marcus, Irwin Hernandez, Eric Ursúa, Kevin Jiménez. We have Franklin Montes, we have Sergio Garcia, we have Luke Marendich, Octavio Hermosillo, and Emerson Albarrán. Those are the substitutes from St. John's. Deportivo Rose City has already come back. You can see the players from Deportivo making some warm-up exercises. They need all the energy they can get. After all, with their intense pressure, they almost had the equalizer. The goalkeeper from St. John's FC so far has been having a great match. Impeccable game from Eric Perez. That's why St. John's FC is also on the lead in the Portland Clásico. We were saying earlier that the last time that St. John's FC defeated Deportivo Rose City was on the semifinals of the full season of 2024. In that opportunity, St. John's FC defeated Deportivo Rose City thanks to the goal scored by Lich and Cepeda. In this year, in 2025, Deportivo Rose City hasn't lost so far with St. John's. They played 3 times, 2 victories from Deportivo, and 1 tie, 1 draw, 2-2. So far, right now, this is the first time in the year that St. John's FC is able to defeat Deportivo Rose City. Like we said before, 2 of the best teams in the Oregon Conference. We saw it earlier, the standings of the Oregon Conference so far. It's gonna be a really interesting full season because you have a lot of interesting and strong teams that are fighting for only 4 spots. You have a Beaverton, Cascadia United, who defeated Deportivo Rose City last weekend. You have Rip City, you have Rose City and St. John's FC. And, of course, you also have Salem Panthers and you have Valle Verde. Out of the 7 teams in the Oregon Conference, yeah, Valle Verde seems like the easiest rival, taking into consideration the fact that this is their first season. But you right there have 6 teams for only 4 spots. It's gonna be a tough competition in this full season in the Oregon Conference to see which teams qualify for the conference playoffs. But now, with the 22 players back in the field, we're ready to continue. Deportivo Rose City in charge of the kickoff for the second half. The ref looks at his watch, makes sure everything's in order. The fans go back towards their places, and people are returning to the YouTube channel of the United Premier Soccer League. Everything's in order. Everything's in place. Come on, ref. We waited long enough for this. 45 more minutes of the Portland Clásico. Deportivo Rose City going for the equalizer. Long pass over the left side, searching for Jesse Martin. The clearance by Brian Sanchez. Going all the way back now. Pedrosa. El Toro. Towards Alejandro Perez. Alejandro has the ball. He decides to play back with Eric. Pedrosa couldn't control it, but his teammate Jesse Martin controls it. And we continue. I believe, I'm almost sure, Alejandro Samuel Quintero was subbed out. Because I don't see him anymore. Perez goes forward. That's Vidal Venegas. Good recovery by Alex Sanchez. The pressure is good by Andrew Martinez. The ball goes out, and this will be a goal kick for Eric Perez at the very start of the second half. First minute of the second half. Eric Perez in charge of the goal kick for St. John's FC. Reaching for Edinson Sanchez. Edinson goes forward. Now he plays with Alex. Alex towards the midfield. That's Perdomo going forward. And the recovery by Rose City. Perez. That's Segovia. Alejandro Segovia. Over the left. Now Rose City trying to find the way, to find the spot to break through the defense of St. John's FC. Segovia towards Perez. Alejandro once again. Leaving a short ball to El Toro. Pedrosa. Segovia. Alejandro. Over the left, Jesse Martin. On the right side, Levan Civice is awaiting the ball. Segovia goes forward. Let's see. Trying to reach to Patiño. Jesus leaves the ball with Jesse. Martin is going to make a cross searching for Andrew. It's in! Ladies and gentlemen, number 99. He came from the bench and he scored. Rogelio Uribe. Vamos, Rosa. Deportivo Rose City 1, St. John's FC 1. Rogelio Uribe. And what a great start from Deportivo Rose City on the second half. Just like St. John's on the first one. Good build up on the left side. Patiño, Jesse Martin, and Rogelio connecting a great header. The first ball he touched, the first goal of the season for Rogelio. Now the Portland Clásico is tied, but we're gonna have so much more, ladies and gentlemen. The second half has only begun, and you can bet we're gonna have at the very least, one more goal. The recovery by Rose City. They want more. Here comes number 99, Rogelio, over the right side. That's Venegas. Vidal Venegas. Vidal protects the ball. He's trying to turn around. Good work by Vidal. He keeps going. The recovery by St. John's. St. John's with the clearance, reaching the midfield. The pressure from behind by Alejandro Perez. Throwing for St. John's now. If you're just returning, Rogelio Uribe scored the equalizer for Rose City. I have to say, great choice, great decision by the coaches, Jaime Ramos and Daniel Miranda. After all, if you sub a player in and the first ball he touches, it goes in, you have a good eye. Let's see who wins it here. Vidal Venegas towards the center. That's number 13, Eric Pedrosa. El Toro towards the left side. Rose City trying to keep the momentum going. Levan Civice with the pressure. The clearance by Alex Sanchez. The ball is in the midfield. Be careful here. Good work by Alejandro Perez. Alejandro, he fights for the ball and he's able to play with Levan Civice. Levan committed a bad pass. The recovery by Alex Sanchez. Back to Edinson. Back to the goalkeeper Eric Perez. Eric back to Edinson. Good pressure again by Rose City. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a corner kick. This is going to be another opportunity for Deportivo. What are they going to do? Of course, they're going to be searching for the header. They're going to be searching for Rogelio Uribe. And here comes the corner kick towards the far post, headed out by St. John's. The shot! Ho-ho! Close, but not close enough. It's a goal kick for St. John's FC. An amazing volley Not sure which player took it. I think it was Pedrosa. Now, number 18, Jose Rojas, in charge of the goal kick for St. John's FC. First 5 minutes of the second half. The ball comes and goes. Who's going to control it? It's St. John's. Long pass from Perdomo. The goalkeeper, Superman Raúl Fernández, coming out, grabbing the ball, stopping the attack. And Raúl telling his teammates to go forward. He puts the ball down. The pressure by Eric Hernandez. The ball over the right side. And Alejandro Perez placing short with Segovia. Back to Raúl. Superman Fernández with Pedrosa. And here comes Alejandro Segovia. Segovia with a long pass, searching for a teammate. The clearance by St. John's. And there you go, that's a foul. And it could be a yellow card for Segovia. It's a free kick, that's for sure. There's no yellow card despite the protest from the players from St. John's. Free kick for the team coached by Cesar Fragoso. St. John's FC was winning the match thanks to Rubén López Camacho. But at the start of the second half, Rogelio Uribe scored the equalizer. And we're back to square one. Let's see. Like always, when there's a free kick, St. John's has two players in charge of it. Eric Hernandez and Rubén López Camacho. There's going to be two substitutions in St. John's. Ladies and gentlemen, number 14, Ricardo Andrade, and number 9, Nicolás Perdomo, are being subbed out. As soon as we know which players are being subbed in, we'll let you guys know. But both Andrade and Perdomo were subbed out. Cesar Fragoso. Let's see. Raúl Fernández grabbing the ball. Good catch by Raúl yet again. I was going to say, quick thinking by Cesar Fragoso. He spotted that something was wrong in the team after conceding the first goal. He wanted to change it. Superman Fernández yet again. Quick ball over the right side. Now it's anybody's game. Hernandez. Eric with the shot. So close again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's anybody's game. Eric Hernandez almost scored the second goal for St. John's FC. Just barely above the bar. Barely. Raúl Fernández taking care of that goal kick. That's number 13, Rubén López Camacho. The ball comes and goes. Now the game, it's pretty irregular. One of the players who was subbed in is number 3, Eric Ursúa. Deportivo Rose City recovers the ball. It's a free kick for the home team. And they already played in short. There goes the ball. Intercepted, recovered by López Camacho. And in the midfield now, Deportivo Rose City going forward. And that's Rogelio. Rogelio searching for Andrew. Good interception by number 18, Jose Rojas. The ball over the right side and now towards the center. Another opportunity. Eric playing with number 7, Aaron Espinosa. Aaron runs and he's going to make it. He makes it just in time, but he goes down. Throw-in for Deportivo Rose City. Already played in short. Good pressure here. Good recovery by number 12, Levan Shivitse. Levan, he tried to play with Andrew. The clearance by St. John's. And now the counter-attack. Good header by Espinosa. Eric Hernandez. Eric placing short with number 13, López Camacho. Back to Espinosa. Espinosa with good dribbling skills. Good pass towards the right side. There goes the shot. Samuel Nájera had a great opportunity, but his shot was not on target. It's a goal kick for Raúl Fernández. Almost 10 minutes of the second half. Raúl Fernández gets ready to play the goal kick. Fernández towards the left side in hopes of finding a teammate. The ref stops the game. There was a foul against the player from Deportivo. This will be a free kick for Deportivo Rose City. Right now, this is the first draw of the whole Oregon Conference. The first time in the full season a team or a couple of teams are tying. There goes Vidal Venegas. The pass got cleared out by St. John's. A throw-in for Deportivo Rose City it is. Alejandro Segovia, number 7. Segovia trying to reach Andrew Martinez. And there goes number 7. That's Aaron Espinosa. Play back with number 3, Eric Ursua. Ursua goes back with Sanchez. Edinson towards the right side, towards Jose Rojas. Long pass from Jose. Jesse Martin trying to protect it, trying to guard it. Playing with Pedrosa. Back to Jesse. Martin trying to go along the line. The ball got recovered by St. John's. Good build up here. They're recovering in the midfield. And now a counter-attack at full speed. There goes Andrew Martinez for the comeback. No, Eric Perez. Eric Perez yet again being a decisive and important player in St. John's. Espinosa towards the center. It ended up passing the ball to Eric Hernandez. Eric continues. Now he plays with Ursua. Ursua in short with number 7, Aaron Espinosa. Aaron continues. The ball towards the center. There goes Camacho and Superman Fernandez. Raúl Fernandez making a great save. Once again, without giving a rebound. That's a foul. That's a free kick for Deportivo Rose City. 11 minutes of the second half. One of the players who was subbed in at halftime was number 17 as well, Timur Shivitse. Here's the replay of one of the last opportunities St. John's had. And this was the last shot by Rubén López Camacho. The ref went over to the bench of St. John's FC, showed one yellow card, and now a yellow card for one of the players who's just out of view. It is a Clásico, it is an important match. And of course, the players are feeling it. I don't think the ref has handled things very well. Played in short now. From left side to right side. Alejandro Perez. Alejandro Perez once again over the left. Long pass searching for the strikers. That's a great ball. Andrew Martinez down. Andrew saves the ball from going out. He plays back with Jesse Martin. Jesse plays back. The cross and the clearance is not perfect. Now Rubén López Camacho sends it out. Deportivo Rose City trying to corner St. John's against their own goal. Alejandro Perez. The ball went out. It's a throw-in for St. John's. Here comes Alex Sanchez. Alex playing in short. Aaron Espinosa lost against Segovia, and Espinosa committed a foul. Another free kick for Deportivo Rose City. Segovia wants to take care of it. There goes the ball. Searching for Uribe. The recovery. And in the midfield, that's Rubén López Camacho. Rubén searching for the strikers. El Toro Pedrosa clearing it out. The recovery by Levan Shivitse. Levan goes forward. Uribe plays back. Great build-up. But in the end, that's the right back, Brian Sanchez playing back to Eric Perez. Deportivo Rose City recovers the ball thanks to their pressure. It's a throw-in for Deportivo. There goes the throw-in. Uribe plays back. Martin. Jesse. Towards the center. Good build-up in between the Shivica. Ladies and gentlemen, the comeback has been made. An amazing execution. A shot from afar. And now Deportivo Rose City is on top. A great Portland Clásico. A great match. And now Deportivo Rose City is winning the game. Deportivo Rose City 2. St. John's FC 1. Here's the replay. A quick build-up and a great execution. Deportivo Rose City is winning the game 2-1 against St. John's FC. Ball over the left side. That's number 7, not reaching just in time. Aaron Espinosa. Rose City is winning 2-1. There goes the throw-in towards the center. Andrew Martinez. Uribe. All over the right side with number 4, Brian Sanchez. Sanchez towards the center. Ursua. Long ball. Recovered now by Raúl Fernández. Raúl puts the ball down. Towards the midfield. Towards Shivice. The pressure by Rose City doesn't work out now. And St. John's goes for the equalizer. Aaron Espinosa. Aaron turns around. The clearance just in time by number 13, by El Toro. Eric Pedrosa throwing for St. John's FC. Played in short with Eric Ursua. Ursua leaves the ball with number 19. There goes Octavio Hermosillo. The ref blows the whistle, stops the game, and awards a free kick for St. John's FC. Alex Sanchez, the player who received the foul for St. John's. And a great opportunity for a cross. St. John's gets ready. There goes the cross towards the far post, and it's in! Great execution, another set piece by St. John's, and they reach the equalizer. It's number 5, Edinson Sanchez. The Portland Clásico has a lot in store for us. Deportivo Rose City 2, St. John's FC 2, Edinson Sanchez. In between the legs of Raúl Fernández. Deportivo Rose City had made a comeback, and now St. John's FC has reached the equalizer. 3 goals in just 20 minutes of the second half. And we still have more. We're waiting for the game to continue. In the meantime, both teams go towards their respective benches to listen to their coaches. It's time for Jaime Ramos, it's time for Cesar Fragoso to talk to their players. There's still 25 minutes to win the Clásico, 25 minutes to win the game. In the first important opportunity, in the first huge chance St. John's had in the second half, they were able to score. Despite that play, Rose City was dominating the second half. The fact that they took the lead, it was fair, but now we're tied 2-2. And it's literally anybody's game. Here we have the 4 goals of the match so far. The first one scored by Rubén López Camacho at the start of the second half. The header by Rogelio Uribe. Shortly after, Levan Chivitse, after receiving the ball by Timur. Amazing execution. And just now, after a foul, Edinson Sanchez, number 5, scoring the equalizer for St. John's. Who's going to win the Portland Clásico? If you want to know, stay tuned. Long pass searching for the strikers. Rose City is not able to keep the ball, and now St. John's recover it. Aaron Espinosa searching for the ball. Their recovery by Alejandro Segovia. Alejandro turns around. He goes back towards the center backs. El Toro Pedrosa. Back to the goalkeeper, Raúl Superman Fernandez. Eric. Jesse Martin is open on the left. He receives the ball. Martin with a long pass. Good ball now towards Uribe. Rogelio turns around. It's a good build-up. Andrew Martinez is waiting for the cross. That's a foul. Free kick for Deportivo Rose City. And now it's the home team, the one that has the chance, that has the opportunity to score with a set piece. 63 people watching the Portland Clásico on the YouTube channel of the United Premier Soccer League. 11 likes. I think we can get a couple more. But nevertheless, thanks to every single one of you, to every single soul that's following the match. Here comes the cross. Waiting for a header. It's headed out by St. John's. Vidal Venegas is waiting for the rebound. Espinosa with the header. Levan Chivitse, the recovery, and the ref is blowing the whistle. There was a foul by Deportivo. It's a free kick for St. John's. Quickly play with number 17, Alex Sanchez. Alex failed to control it. Rose City recovers it with a throw-in. But Vidal Venegas doesn't want to play quickly. He leaves it with Alejandro Perez. Alejandro goes forward. Alejandro yet again. It's going to go out. It's going to be another throw-in for Deportivo. The clearance by St. John's. There was not a single player from St. John's. El Toro Pedrosa with the recovery and the pass over the left side. Martin. Jesse Martin back to El Toro, back to Pedrosa. Short ball now. Chivitse over the left with Jesse. St. John's is waiting. They allow Deportivo Rose City to have the ball. They are waiting for their chance to recover, and after that go for the counter-attack. Vidal Venegas. Perez towards Pedrosa. Over the left, Jesse Martin awaits. Instead, we go for a long pass, searching for Uribe. Nobody touches the ball. Andrew Martinez is not there. Eric Perez, the goalkeeper from St. John's. Eric is ready to play. It's going to be a long ball. There it goes. The header, and it ends with Raúl Fernandez, with Superman Fernandez. On the right side, Perez is open. Fernandez instead tries to go towards the center, towards Segovia. There, recovery by St. John's. 20 minutes left on the clock. Eric Ursua. Ursua with the ball. He crosses it towards the far post. It's a good ball. They try to center it, and now Jesse Martin clears it out. Out of the field. It's a throw-in for Jesse Martin. It's a throw-in for Deportivo. A recovery by St. John's. And now the pass to Raúl Fernandez. Raúl with Patiño. Patiño. Back to Perez. Over the left. El Toro Pedrosa. Segovia. Segovia keeps the ball. He opens over the left with Jesse Martin. The header and the recovery by St. John's. Pedrosa. Martin. The ref stops the game for a moment. The player from St. John's arguing with the ref about a foul. The player from Deportivo Rose City doing the same. But the ref doesn't award any type of foul. It's going to be a ball for Deportivo Rose City, already played in short. 78 people. We're slowly coming back to the number we had in the first half. If you're just returning, Deportivo Rose City was able to make a comeback thanks to the goal scored by Uribe and Shivitze. But Edinson Sanchez scored after a free kick, and that's why right now we're tied 2-2. 19 minutes left on the clock. The Portland Clásico is tied. The ball going forward with Uribe. Uribe trying to play over the left side. The recovery by St. John's. And that's Vidal Venegas. Once again, Vidal Venegas not being able to reach for the ball in time. Alejandro Perez. Alejandro Perez with a long pass, searching for Uribe. Searching for Patiño. Uribe with the header. And that's the goalkeeper grabbing the ball just in time. That's goalkeeper Jason Marcus. Good pressure by Rose City. At full speed, Jose Rojas recovers the ball for St. John's and clears it out towards the midfield. Pedrosa with the header just in time, stopping a counterattack. Jesse Martin trying to help out, but here comes St. John's with the shot off target. This is going to be a goal kick for Raúl Fernandez. They definitely surprised Raúl, but the shot wasn't on target. And now, Patiño towards the center. A recovery by St. John's, and here they go again. Hernandez goes down. Free kick for St. John's FC. And the ref has talked a lot with the players, but hasn't showed that many cards. Free kick for St. John's. 17 minutes left. Right now, we are experiencing the first tie, the first draw of the season of the Oregon Conference. Hernandez with the cross, headed out. They were asking for a penalty kick, but the ref didn't thought so, and this will be a goal kick. Goal kick. Throw in. It was at the very limit. There he goes. The clearance by Deportivo Rose City is not good. So, St. John's FC recovers the possession of the ball with a throw-in. Here comes number 17, Alex Sanchez. Alex plays in short with Ruben Lopez Camacho. Ruben towards the right side. That's a great ball. Trying to reach Brian Sanchez. Brian makes it just in time. Sanchez playing back to Ruben. The shot and Superman. Raúl Fernandez. Good save by Raúl, and there goes the ball. There's no time to waste. Uribe towards the right side, searching for Patiño. The ball goes out. Throwing for Deportivo. Patiño plays in short. They are asking for a handball. The assistant referee raises the flag. Helps out the ref. And yeah, it's a free kick for Deportivo. Look at that. That's class right there. You don't need to have to be on the field to have it. A great finding by our director, Bruno Giorgi. And so now, in front of the ball, we have Timur Shivitse, who already has an assist in today's game. Timur gets ready to play this free kick. A lot of people from Deportivo on the far post. Timur could also try to surprise everyone with a shot here. It's a good chance, it's a good opportunity. Only 2 players of St. John's on the barrier. Timur raises both of his arms. There goes the cross towards the far post. Marcus clears it out. Deportivo catches the rebound. They try to play over the right side, but they lose the ball. And now, it could be a counter-attack for Espinosa. St. John's struggles to go out of their own side. Now they're able to go forward, but the header from Alejandro Perez was spectacular. Patiño. Good work here. Going forward, Deportivo Rosiri with a chance. Andrew Martinez. Andrew goes down, and the ref says it's a foul. Just outside of the box. But ladies and gentlemen, Deportivo Rosiri has a great opportunity. The ref goes to talk with the assistant referee. I think he's going to check if it was out or in the box. No way, I can't. No, okay, it's what the ref is doing is totally ludicrous. In the end, I don't know what to say. He got cold feet. After talking with the assistant referee, he didn't call it a foul. And the game continues. Throw-in for Deportivo Rosiri. Last 13 minutes. Alejandro Perez plays back. Pedrosa. El Toro towards the left side. Deportivo is still trying. That's number 26 going after the ball, Jake Young. Free kick for St. John's, last 12 minutes. The first Portland Clásico that was played in the spring season of this very year also ended up tied 2-2. Interesting piece of data. But we'll still have 12 minutes to change that. Espinosa, Aaron. And Espinosa trying to get across. Good defensive work by Deportivo Rosiri. It's a throw-in for St. John's. Substitution now in Deportivo Rosiri. Looks like the game has ended for number 12, Levan Živitse, the author of the second goal of the match for Deportivo. It was a good match from Levan, scoring in 3 consecutive games in the 3 games Deportivo had this season so far. He is the top goal scorer of the team. There goes the throw in, the pressure by Rosiri. They send it out, they send it towards the midfield. Who's gonna win it? The pressure by Andrew and Rogelio. Edinson Sanchez plays back, and Jason Marcus sends the ball towards the midfield. The ball comes and goes, it's anybody's game. Really, to Patiño. Long ball towards number 99, Rogelio Uribe. Rogelio tried to cross it. It's gonna be a corner kick. Corner kick for Deportivo Rosiri. And so here's the cross for the Deportivo. There goes the ball towards the first post, headed out by St. John's. St. John's is not able to clear it out. Young is not able to take the shot. The ref stops the game. He calls it a foul from Deportivo. And it's a yellow card for number 26, Jake Young. We had a couple of yellow cards here and there, but definitely the ref could have shown a bit more. The ref is now asking for the entrance of the medical staff after the foul committed by Jake Young. 93 people right now following the game, following the last couple of minutes of the Portland Clásico. Thanks to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being on the other side of this broadcast. Like I always say, thank you for being on the other side, following your team, cheering on your friends and family. Because after all, without your support, this wouldn't be possible. And today we had a great match, really. There's a reason as to why this is a Clásico. And both teams gave us a spectacular match. We still have one more goal in store. The header over the far side. That's Tripatino. Back to Alejandro. Perez. Back to the goalkeeper, Raúl Fernández. Superman. Fernández opens over the left side. He tries to play with a teammate, but the ball went out. St. John's FC recovers it, and they have a throw-in. There goes the throw-in. The pressure by Deportivo Rose City doesn't work out. Not as they expected. Another throw-in for St. John's. The champions of the Oregon Conference in spring of 2024 are pressuring Deportivo. From behind, Rose City tries to recover the ball, and they're able to recover it thanks to a throw-in. Jesse Martin, number 3, ready to play. It's hard to think of an MVP. Who was the best player of the match? Tough to say. Leon Civice played a good match in Deportivo Rose City. Rubén López Camacho in St. John's FC. Rogelio Uribe fighting for the ball. Long pass searching for Andrew Martinez. The striker fights for the ball. The goalkeeper, Jason Marcus, coming out, sending the ball out. Throw in. Rose City plays in short. Last 7 minutes. The ball is lost. St. John's recover it. And now they want to win it. Good dribbling skills, good pass over the right side. And they are going to make a cross. They're going to be trying to connect with a header. There goes the ball. It's going to be a corner kick. Another corner kick. And remember that the last 2 goals, the only 2 goals St. John's scored in the game, came from set pieces. Came from a corner kick and a free kick. Edinson Sanchez approaches the box. Who else do we have in? So we have number 12, Franklin Montes. Number 22, Emerson Albarrán. Meanwhile, Rubén López Camacho is waiting just outside of the box. And there goes the cross. The goalkeeper, Superman, Raúl Fernández has just saved Deportivo Rose City. Well, you needed a superhero and Superman appeared. Deportivo Rose City trying to get the ball out of their own side. There goes the clearance by Jesse Martin. Uribe and Andrew Martinez fighting for the ball, but St. John's FC still have it. That's number 13, Rubén López Camacho. Over the right side. Here comes the cross searching for a header. Here comes the opportunity. There goes the shot, and they save it. Another shot, and it's in. Rubén López Camacho, the man of the match with a brace, giving St. John's FC the 3 points and the Portland Clásico. Rubén López Camacho allows St. John's FC to take the lead back, and now they are defeating Deportivo Rose City 3-2. In the last couple of minutes, with some great efforts. St. John's put Deportivo against the ropes. Ruben Lopez Camacho, the man who opened up the game, is now closing it. 3 goals in the season for Ruben, reaching Elijah Gares as one of the top goal scorers of the team. St. John's FC 3, Deportivo Rose City 2. I told you we were going to have one more goal. And it seems like Ruben made me look good. The ref says there's no foul here. St. John's FC is trying to seal the deal with one more goal. They reach the box, they make the cross, and now Alejandro Perez clears it out. There's still time for Deportivo Rose City to try and reach the equalizer. A yellow card. I believe it goes for Timur. Yeah, number 17. But it's the 3rd game in a row that Deportivo Rose City concedes 3 goals. It happened against Allen Panthers. It happened against Cascadia. And there goes the throw-in. Deportivo Rose City is not gonna throw in the towel. There's a reason as to why they reached the national quarterfinals of the United Premier Soccer League last season. And they recovered the ball, and they are going to go forward. Andrew Martinez. Andrew over the left side. That's a great ball. Running at full speed. Timur Shivice. Timur couldn't keep it in. It's going to be a throw-in for St. John's, but nevertheless, Deportivo is going to be pressuring, attempting to recover the ball. Look at the way Deportivo is pressuring here. It's a throw-in now for Deportivo. A clean recovery. Cesar Fragoso, the head coach of St. John's, is arguing with the ref. And finally, the ref changed his decision. Be careful here. In moments like this, the ref needs to calm things down. They need to be the authority of the match. It's going to be a red card. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. One of the coaching staff of St. John's is being sent out. But things are not getting better here. Raul Fernandez attempting to calm his teammates. There's still time. But Deportivo needs to play. We only have 1 minute left of regular time. The ref should, at the very least, add 5 minutes of injury time because of the substitutions, the goals, and these altercations that we had. The game is supposed to continue with a throw-in for St. John's. We officially reached the end of the regular time. The last 2 minutes, we haven't seen any type of action. We're still waiting. The second half of the Portland Classic was amazing. But these last couple of minutes are really stopping the rhythm that we had. How many? 4 more minutes. If I understood correctly, the ref has just told us that we're going to be playing 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes from now, so we should be going until the 95th minute of the scoreboard. There goes the throw-in by St. John's, the pressure by Deportivo Rose City. St. John's clears it out. Alejandro Perez, the recovery, and that's number 14, going for a pass over the left side. The clearance by Deportivo. Here comes number 17, Alex Sanchez. Alex going back to number 5. That's the attempt by Edinson Sanchez. That's a great ball. And here comes Eric Hernandez. Eric with the shot of Alejandro Perez. The header by Deportivo Rose City. The pass from Ruben Lopez Camacho was not perfect, and Rose City recovered it. St. John's continues. There goes the cross, and ladies and gentlemen, St. John's has just lost what could have been the 4th and last goal of the match. Franklin Montes couldn't score. And now Eric Hernandez is down on the ground. The ref doesn't allow the game to continue because of that. Here's a replay of that last opportunity St. John's just had. Raul Fernandez is waiting for the order of the ref. Players from Deportivo Rose City are asking the ref to tell Eric to go out. The ref needs to sort this out immediately. Another count for the coaching staff. And no. Well, no, at times it's incomprehensible the way the ref handled things. Jake Young is being sent out. The match in itself was a great game. The players reached the stakes. reached the level that was required for a Clásico like this, I don't think the ref did, to put it bluntly. Here's the replay of the red card Jake Young just received. And once again, from the 4th minute, the ref gave. We played 1 at most. Rose City is trying to reach the equalizer. St. John's with a good clearance. Throw-in for Deportivo. Playing with 10 players after the red card Jake Young received. Alejandro Perez with the cross, searching for Uribe. It was a good header. It was properly connected, but it went off target. The goalkeeper, Jason Marcus, putting the ball down. And of course, he's not going to play it short. He's going to send the ball towards the midfield. There it goes. Unfortunately for Deportivo Rose City, this would be their 2nd loss in a row. They are asking for a handball. I thought it was a handball from Pedrosa. The recovery by St. John's. Rose City just in time, avoiding what could have been the 4th one. Deportivo tries to clear it out. Timur Shivitse making the ball bounce off at arrival over the left side now. Trying to advance with a long pass. Reaching Andrew Martinez. Andrew goes down. The ref allows the advantage rule. The recovery by Jesse Martin. And now the ball is out. It's a throw-in for Deportivo Rose City. There goes the throw-in. Last couple of seconds of the Portland Clásico. Jason Marcus, the goalkeeper, grabbing the ball, not allowing a rebound. Rogelio Uribe is nearby. The ref is counting the seconds, so Jason Marcus plays. There goes the ball. It's gonna end up with the goalkeeper, Raúl Fernandez. Raúl with Pedrosa. There's no time to waste. And Deportivo knows it. Over the right side. The header. And Deportivo keeps going. They're asking for a foul. The assistant referee doesn't raise the flag. St. John's clears it out. And they win a throw-in. Edinson Sanchez goes up to the ball. We are going to be playing a little bit more. One more minute. A substitution in St. John's. Alex Sanchez has been subbed out. And here comes the throw-in. There goes the ball by St. John's. The header by Segovia. It's now or never for Deportivo. Pedrosa El Toro with the cross. Headed out by St. John's. Uribe fighting for the ball. Deportivo is not able to keep it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the final whistle. And the Portland Clásico has a winner. It's St. John's FC. All thanks to a brace score by Rubén López Camacho. The team coached by César Fragoso has won. And now with these 3 points, they reach Beaverton, Cascadia United, and Rape City. Although most of those teams are going to be playing tomorrow. A great match, a great Clásico. But in the end, it was St. John's, the team that came out on top. Deportivo Rose City had an amazing second half. They were dominating the game until Edinson Sanchez scored the equalizer here. We're going to have the match highlights, and it's going to be clear as to why St. John's won the game. First, this amazing goal scored by Ruben. In the second half, the header by Rogelio Uribe put things back to square one. And shortly after, a great combination in between Timur and Levan Chivitse. With a spectacular goal, Deportivo Rose City was winning it. But after this free kick, Edinson Sanchez scored the equalizer. And nearing the end of the game, after this Decent opportunity by Eric Ursua. Ruben Lopez Camacho found the ball and scored the last goal of the match. Those were the match highlights, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for being on the other side of this broadcast in the YouTube channel of the United Premier Soccer League. It was thanks to you that it was possible. So if you enjoyed the broadcast or you enjoyed the match, you can leave a like. It really helps out. Thank you for being there, and please do know that this broadcast was made possible thanks to the production of Better Media. Tonight we had the direction of Bruno Giorgi and the assistance of Jorge Gentile. Thanks to them, and thanks to you, this was possible. So ladies and gentlemen, I bid you farewell here at Eastside Timbers Complex at Gresham, Oregon. St. John's FC won the Portland Clásico 3-2 against the Deportivo Rose City. Until the next game of the United Premier Soccer League. Bye-bye.